Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for this next episode. I'm just going to take stock of what we've got so far. We're building our schoolhouse, so let's add the builders and see if we can just get that finished as quickly as possible. So 14 out of 40 build points, 15 now, looking good. And just noticing the food situation, it's not as good as it might perhaps be. Let's have a think. So we've got we don't have full gatherers on. Let's put someone else on gathering. Take a builder off. So we've got 3 gatherers, 2 hunters. Let's put someone else on hunting. Take another builder off, and 3 fishermen. Okay, so that's everyone we can on food at the moment. We've got 488 vegetables, 29 fruit, 3 meat, and 3 fish. So I think we've had higher stocks before. We'll watch that situation closely and see how we do. We've got 24 out of 40 build points, so we'll be finishing that school soon enough, which is fantastic news for the investment in our people. We'll be able to employ a school teacher and put the teenagers through the education system, and they'll come out much more efficient, which will help us in the long run for sure. And I know we've been quite late in laying down that school compared to maybe how some people would do it, but I think it's the right decision for how I play, because we've been able to lay down a really good infrastructure so far, and we'll just be building now and improving. So 31 build points on the school, 32. And the next things we're building are the fish farm, which will be an interesting one, because I haven't seen that in production yet. We're just taking a few logs there. And also over here we're building a new hunting cabin. Now my theory on that is that there do seem to be quite a few animals over here, but not so many over here with this hunting lodge. So I think that'll probably help us to improve meat production. But we'll see. We'll test it out and see how that works. Okay, looking good. Now we're gathering in the flax. That's going to help us with our clothing, and we're in late summer, so I think by the time we've harvested the flax there probably won't be time to do much else. We can use that farmer to go into the work pool, maybe help us with food production or something else. We'll see. But we've got 439 flax now, so we've built our stocks back up, and 603 hides, so they'll work on that to create the clothes. Just normal clothing, and warm clothing here requires sheep, so not sure how to do that yet, but we'll work it out and we'll get there. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm just looking at our housing situation. We've got now full capacity of residents, and I'm just seeing the school's been built. Brilliant. Okay, let's employ a teacher, because we've got 3 teenagers, and we'll start putting them through school and bringing them out more efficient and educated. I'm sure that will help our overall village. Nearly done all the flax, and we started delivering all the materials to the fish farm, so that's good. And the hunting lodge, where are we with that? Okay, not really a lot started there yet. And I'm just thinking actually with the hunting lodge whether or not it's worth building a barn. It may be worth building a barn, just so the hunter doesn't have to go all the way back into town to drop off the meat. It might make the hunter more efficient. So we'll have a think about that. Oh, and the visibility's gone. Still got someone working in our clay mine. That's the one resource we can't just pick off the land. So we built that first, and then we can focus on building more production buildings in the near future, maybe. And actually looking at the fish farm materials, we just need 10 more clay, so that'll be coming out of the mine shortly, I'd imagine. Yep, we've got 5 already, so that'll be coming soon. I'll look forward to that. And we've got 4 fish, 2 meat, 125 fruit. That's the most fruit we've had for a while. Farmer's finished, and 596 vegetables. Let's grow some potato next year just to help with food production. But we'll employ a farmer next year. It's too short a season to get any potatoes out of the ground now. We'll certainly lay a house. We need a new house because we've reached capacity on our people. So we'll lay down a house. And I'm I'm just noticing our log situation is getting pretty bare as well. Just find a spot for the house. There we go. Lay the house down there. And could do with pulling the road out around here, so we can access all sides of the house. There we go. All the houses will be joined by a road, increasing our speed. So look, I just noticed a gap in the road there. There we go. And we could potentially do with a road going from our hunting lodge into town. So we'll just pull that down and join it up with town. There we go. Looks fairly straight, but we'll see what we're left with. There we go. Yep, just takes a bit of a U-turn there. And our hunting lodge is complete. Okay, let's employ some more people at the hunting. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's take off a woodcutter and employ another hunter. So we're at 5 out of 6 capacity for the hunting. Oh, I've just noticed our fishing lodge. Let's see if we can free someone up. Okay, yeah. Let's take the worker and the clay mine off, because we're not building any buildings that need clay right now, but we are a bit short on food. So there we go. Okay, we've got 6 hunters, we've got 3 gatherers, and we've got 3 fishermen. Still got 2 builders, because in fact, let's take the builders off so we can start bringing in some logs, and then we'll address this fish farm in a moment. We'll just identify some wood to fell. 88 there. That'll help us with the logs. And actually, something else that will help us with the logs would be an additional forester. We're a bit short on people. Hopefully the school will help us out with that one, throwing out some educated young folk. So what's this? No passage to the building. Okay, and when you click on it, it highlights this platform. So yeah, that looks like it's in water. There's some bridge sections here, so let's join this up to land. Just rotate this corner section round. There we go, that joins up nicely. And we'll need a bridge stairs, they're called. Bridge stairs. Make sure we've got the ramp bit on the right side. I think it looks like more of a ramp than stairs, but I might be wrong. So we'll connect up the fish farm. I hadn't realised that you'd need to connect it up before they could then start building it, but they've delivered all the materials to the site, they just can't build it. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. In the meantime, yeah, we've not got many logs, so let's hire a builder, so the builder can be delivering some logs to these ramps. And we've got a labourer, so 1 builder, 1 labourer, and we just need to improve the situation a bit in terms of labour, so that we can increase our building capacity. So let's have a look. We've got... okay. We're not going to be able to do any gathering right now. So yeah, there we go. Unemployed the gatherers, and we've put 2 on building and 3 on gathering resources. Gathering resources will be important because we're very short on logs. But we do have 195 firewood. So we're probably okay for now. We've got lots of charcoal. Oh, and only 3 tools, so let's take our person off charcoal production. We've got 85 charcoal. Let's start smelting that charcoal in the iron ore. And we'll employ a blacksmith very shortly. In fact, let's employ one now because we've got 3 labourers. And then we've got our house here. Oh, and they've delivered a lot of the stuff that we need. We're just short on 3 stone. Oh, okay. So let's gather a bit of stone somewhere locally, hopefully. None around there. Yeah, we may need to build a stone mine. I wonder if this is stone that we've already identified for gathering. Yeah, possibly. Okay, we'll leave them to gather in materials that we've already sort of identified and indicated we want them to be going after. And actually one of the next things I want to be building is another field, just to help boost food production, because gatherers can only really work in the spring and summer, and they help with the vegetable production. and but we'll grow some potatoes next year. We can get 770 out of that one field. We'll lay down another field just next door to it. We'll put a bit of a gap in between, so that access is maintained. And the largest field for one person, it's got my cursor in the way. Well, just build it the same size as the one next door. There we go. Okay, I'll just put it on pause for the moment, just while we build up our logs, because I don't want to run short of firewood either. But the fish farm will be taking up a lot of logs. Yeah, we've got 26 out of 50 logs delivered already for that corner section. And I'll just see if the ramp only takes 10. So that'd be nice and easy to do. Okay. So I think we're just about surviving with the food production. We've got 3 fishermen and 6 hunters. So our new hunting lodge up here is doing very well. There it is. Could do with a barn next to our hunting lodge, just they don't have as far to go. Let's lay down that barn, but we may just pause it as well. That's perfect. Or that would be closer to the village, wouldn't it, down here? Yeah, because the villagers will have to come up and get the food. We'll just pause the barn as well, just until we've got a bit more wood. And looking great. Just turn the music up ever so slightly to get a bit of atmospherics with the lovely snow that's coming down in winter. We've only got 104 firewood. Let's get another forester on. So we've got 2 labourers and 2 builders. Our builders will be bringing materials to this building site here. And yeah, we've still got 26 logs, so not everything we need. But we've got our labourers cutting down trees and gathering stone and all sorts. So we'll see how they get on. Just make sure that we earmark some wood. Yeah, we've indicated that we want this sort of section, there's 11 there, just to be felled. But I think they're all concentrating on maybe the stone over here. Yep, there we go. And we'll just keep an eye on them and look at what goes into their bag to see what they are collecting. Oh, it's ore. Okay, we're collecting a whole ton of iron ore, which we don't quite need at the moment. So I could deselect that actually. Here's the button, cancel resource gathering, but we'll just let them go on their way because we've got logs coming in with our 2 foresters, and we'll need iron ore nonetheless anyway. So we're in late winter. We're pretty short on vegetables. We've got 40 left, 1 fruit, and we've got more meat than we've had in a while. We've got 55 meat, just 1 fish. So we'll keep a close eye on the food situation. And that person's just carrying a bit of food in their bag. Let's have a look at this house. So we just need 3 stone for that house, although it doesn't particularly matter if we build that straight away. I think we may have had someone come through the school, you know. It's not showing. Oh, you can upgrade the school. It's not showing anyone in the school at the moment. Wow, and it takes a lot of resources to upgrade the school. And you can increase the productivity. So you could have 2 workers and increase the capacity to 20. I did think that 10 was quite a low capacity, which is what it is at the moment. So that'd be good to upgrade in the future. But we won't have that many children going through the school yet. Oh, here we go. The builders are going to work on these ramps. Okay, so that's our initial ramp going up and then to the corner section, for which we've got all the wood. So that's good, and we've got 63 wood now in stock. The logs, so that's coming through. Oh, only 13 firewood. We may need to either unlock the charcoal while we've still got some, or employ another woodcutter, but we'll see. Keep a close eye on that situation. Maybe it's because we've been a bit short on logs, so it might just resolve itself anyway. And we got 15 tools, that's good news. We'll just keep making tools till we potentially run out of charcoal. And we can employ gatherers and farmers, so let's employ a farmer there. We'll see if we can build our field there, and let's employ some gatherers. Ooh, what to do? So we've employed one gatherer. We're very short on food. I'm just going to slow the game down, maybe even pause it and have a look at the work situation. So we've got 2 builders who are working on this fish farm. We could reduce down a hunter and go for an extra gatherer. We've got 1 farmer we need. We could reduce, now we've got a few more logs in, we could reduce down the forester and add them onto gathering. And we'll maintain our workers, our builders, but let's get rid of the blacksmith because we've got 15 tools, haven't we? And we'll put the blacksmith on hunting instead. And we'll keep our 2 builders, and now we've got full food production. We've got 3 people on fish, 3 on gathering, 6 on hunting. Let's just see how we go with that for now. We'll unpause the game and have a look at... Oh, there we go. Yep, so the ramps have been built and that's freed up access to the fish farm, which they are starting to build now. They've put in a few uprights and they're progressing 1 out of 23 build points. Which is fantastic. Now on 2, some more uprights going in. Let's watch a bit of the construction of this fish farm. So some long poles in there. Oh, okay, yes. So they're building this platform along here, it looks like. Some sort of platform there with steps up. Might be a building. Yep. There we go. Some windows. So that's going to be the office. Not sure what will be going on in there. And these platforms are going along, so I don't know if it made a difference if we had the platforms going along here or not, if it would have been better for access. But everything seems fine. And I've just seen our fuel reserves are going low, so we'll just add another wood chopper and just open up access to our charcoal, and we'll stop the furnace. Here we go. Let's just employ someone at the charcoal, at the kiln. Ooh, look at that! Wow, look at how the village is expanding, and we're getting closer to the second village. And then we've got another field here, not built yet. We'll wait until our fish farm's built. Bit of a tertiary village up here, a 3rd village starting. We've got our hunters and our barn that we can release into construction soon. And there we go, there's our fish farm. Let's employ someone straight away. So who will we unemploy? Unemploy 1 builder and we'll employ someone at the fish farm. Okay, and oh, that's interesting. So the fish are just building up. So we've got 10, 11 fish. Oh, I can see something in there. Some barrels and some boxes, probably for storing the fish. And is that... what's inside the door? Maybe a fish sort of hanging rack. Oh, and some things up there. Oh, that looks like a net of some sort, maybe for catching the fish. Oh, and look, the netting goes along the other side, so that's obviously to keep the fish in. I'm not sure if you can particularly see the fish in there. There's one up there, but maybe you're not meant to be able to see them. And there's someone there going in, and I'm pretty sure we had more fish than that, so it looks like they're taking the fish. Okay, very interesting. It would be good if we could have 2 windows up at once and compare the production. But it looks like we're making fish faster at the Fisherman's Lodge than the fish farm. So it looks like they're complementary, although we only need 1 employee at the fish farm. Okay, I'm sure that's helping us. Brilliant. And let's see what's happening with the... yeah, we don't have anyone at the clay mine, so we need to just have a think about which buildings do we want to build next. And if they're going to need any clay. So we've got 205 vegetables, 56 fruit, 138 meat. That's definitely the most meat we've had by far, which is fantastic news. And 15 fish, which I think is the most we've had for a while, because it's been hitting 0 and staying on 0 for a little while. So I think we're definitely increasing our production on food, which makes me happy, and our villagers happy, of course. And just have a look at capacity. So we've got 26 people in the village of all ages and a capacity of 30, so that's looking good. and we've got 128 logs, 117 firewood, so we're getting there on the firewood. And we did unlock our charcoal to help with that as well, and that's a good little tip. Maybe if you're running out of firewood, just unlock your charcoal for people to use, and that'll take the pressure off the firewood. And so it's probably worthwhile keeping a little stock of charcoal. Just seen that we're a bit short on clothing. We've got 2 left, so let's employ someone at the weaver's workshop. Also, I think we just received an adult from the school, which is great. They're all coming out more efficient now. And look at that. Great stuff. So we've got our second farm built, and we're in midsummer. It might be a bit late to employ someone else there, but we could do wheat for next year and see if we can get some infrastructure around that, because yeah, well, if we can grow wheat, we should be able to make bread somehow. But let's have a look at the food production. So we'll probably need a windmill to mill the wheat, and then a bakery to cook it, but they're pretty pricey in terms of resources, so we might need to build things up a bit. We've got 84 stone in stock now, which is great. Our labourers have been through and done that. And let's release our barn. We've got enough building materials probably to get on with that, but we've only got 1 builder, but you can be doing that slowly. Looks like we've got a bit of a mining zone down here, so we could do with... let's have a think. So, are we going to need any clay for these structures? We are. Yeah, for the windmill we'll need 50 clay, and for the bakery we'll need 50. And I mean, we could think about making a carpenter's workshop, which doesn't need any clay. So those are the 3 buildings I've got in mind, but we do need to make sure we've got all the other resources. So we've just got a labourer, 1 labourer and 1 builder. Looks like we've got yet another adult, and we've got children coming through, and also I think maybe teenagers going through the school. Yeah, we've got 2 people in the school, so I'm not sure if anyone's come out educated or not yet. Wonder how much more efficient they are, and what it exactly means. Loads of stuff in this barn. There's a whole production zone over here that's doing us very well. Lots of logs there, and then firewood there, so all the resources are really close to the trades that need them. I'm just keeping an eye on our tool situation and our clothing, because we've got 10 tools, so we're using tools quite fast, and we're building our clothing up nicely. And look what we've achieved. We've built a fish farm, a hunter, and very soon a barn. I'm just delivering all the materials. And our resources are looking pretty good. We're growing some potatoes in our field that are very soon ready, look. That's going to give us a huge boost to food. I'd quite like to have some more fruit, you know. There is an orchard. Now, with food production for your people, build the biggest one that we can for 1 person. 2 people, 1 person, there we go. We'll lay that down. That's going to take 108 logs. We'll just pause that for now and just build the barn up there. The more variation you have in diet, the better. I've read somewhere. So, a bit of a variation in stuff you're producing. So, we could do with more fruit, because we seem to run out of that quite quickly. And the other stuff as well, bread. So that's why I was talking about the mill. But that'll take a little bit longer to build up production. Oh, we might be able to make other things if we build a bakery. There's pies here, isn't there? Oh, that would be interesting. Okay, well, lots to do. Okay, and the wheat, I guess, would produce as grain. And the pies. Oh, we could make vegetable pie. We're gathering the vegetables, so a bakery might be an interesting one to make. Cool. Okay, well let's mine a bit more clay then. We'll need clay moving forward. What's going on at the fishing farm? 8 there, so that's being collected. Fantastic. And look, we've got 400 meat, over 700 vegetables, and we're harvesting this potato field. I think that'd be a fantastic place to pause for this episode, and join me in the next episode, where we're going to be pushing forward for more buildings, more production buildings, doing exciting things like I don't know yet. either the carpenters or the windmill might be next, because we've got the wheat field. And see you soon, folks.